Hey, it's Toby and Bill. We are back once again. We've got three main things we're going to talk about. Some new releases, some newer releases. And you been out to see any bands in the last week? We had that big deep freeze. You haven't seen anything lately? I haven't. I
Put
haven't
me on the
done
spot
shit.
there. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Toby, I see so many shows.
Okay. I haven't gone out to see shit because, I stayed inside during that big ice in. So, dude, I have some shows coming up that I want to announce, but that's like in St. Louis and Nashville coming up for yard work. I'm really excited.
No way.
Yeah, it's in March, and we're playing with really good bands. We're playing with Still Animals and Petty Grievances in St. Louis, outside St. Louis in Edwardsville, Illinois, and then in Nashville, we are playing with Gross Motor and I'm forgetting the name of the headliner, but they're huge in Nashville. In fact, they're headlining 2 nights, and we're opening one of them. It'll come to me in a second. But everyone's stoked. And they're recording a live album while we're there. That'll come to me, I'll tell you. Anyway, blah, blah, bliggity, blah. So anyway, we've got 3 things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about them in alphabetical order. And the first one was the most obscure. And it actually came out last March, but you probably haven't heard it. It is 20 Minutes Sucks. And when I bought this, honestly, I thought that it was a re-release of something old because it looks old to me. Yeah. And I thought the band was called Sucks and the album was called 20 Minutes, But no, the band is called 20 Minutes and the album...
Pro tip, if you're not a well-known band, graphics are important. Don't make the title of your album bigger than your name.
That's a good tip. Yeah, they're fairly new. I think this is everything else I saw theirs on their Bandcamp was like a digital single, so I think this is the only album you can buy. And these guys are from Domo d'Ozola. Domo d'Ozola, I know I'm butchering that.
Say that 3 times.
Domo d'Ozola, Italy, which is in northern Italy near Switzerland. And you can get this. They have it on Bandcamp, but that's going to be shipped from Europe. So if you want to buy it real cheap, they have a vinyl exclusive at Green Noise Records in Portland. And it's $19 before shipping if you want to order this from Green Noise. And
I'm totally going to do it. This record is awesome.
Yeah, we should talk about it. Green Noise, I love ordering from them. And look at this thing they sent me. It's a...
No way!
Yeah, right?
Awesome.
They sent me, I see they do this for a lot of bands, but without me name dropping, they sent me this Motards drawing from Winch over there at Green Noise. Anyway, how nice, huh? That's who I order from the most.
Dude, a Motard is ordering from us. We're gonna write him. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, also, they'll, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, if I order a bunch of records and they'll put overstock records on the outside of them sometimes just to pack them. So I get these extra, say like bonus, be like some hardcore band, random, But it's generally pretty good. In other words,
stuff it's not selling.
But I will take it.
Sure.
I'm happy with it all the time,
Oh, that's a real cool bonus.
Yeah. So 20 Minutes Sucks. What do you think about this record?
All right, first time I listened to it, it's like, oh man, one of these high energy bands. It took me 3 listens, but the song that's a centerpiece for me is the song called Duke, and it doesn't sound like anything else on the record. It's got killer chord changes, and then of course now I like the whole album. It's just chock full of energy. Great guitar playing.
What I really like about this album is for a 3-piece that I assume they are from looking at the cover. They hit a lot of different styles for a garage punk band, I was immediately impressed by that. And the bands I think of It's a style that I hear a couple times on this is like the band's real hot right now. You know Gouda. They're an Italian band, right? And they're kind of got a glam skinhead look, and they have a very glam sound. And some of them were in a band before that called Taxi that was on Deadbeat Records. And I looked it up. You can still order the Taxi albums on Deadbeat Records, who's now located in Ohio. Tom Spencer over there. But I would hear some of that glammy punk. I like that. That's on a couple songs, especially the last one, Rocket. Payment. I'm hearing a little bit of a Gizmos kind of sound, a quirky art punk thing. And then some of the songs...
I like the lyrics to Ping Pong.
Ping Pong, the only lyrics are Ping Pong. Okay, so there's another band that's Italian that has been around for like 25 years that's got a big cult following called Henry Fiat's Open Sore. Have you heard them? I'm
learning so much.
Okay, so Ping Pong to me sounds like Henry Fiat's Open Sore, which is great. I love them. So the song Duke really stands out, like you said. First off, every other song is like under 2 minutes, right? And Duke is 4 minutes, and it's seriously on the Joy Division tip, right? It's like... it's super catchy. His
vocals almost sound like Axl on this one.
Singing really low.
Yeah.
But I thought he was going for an Ian Curtis, Like, when he goes up and starts screaming at the end. Yeah. It's dramatic. So, yeah, you might want to listen to that one first. It's the hit, but it also doesn't represent the rest of the album.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Except that it rocks.
Okay, he also uses that lower, Sisters of Mercy register. And my second favorite song is number 3, Berlin. You might want, that's a little more representative, but I don't have a lyric sheet. But for me, that song sounds like it's about, the chorus is just like Iggy. And it's about Iggy Pop's, Berlin period, It's,
that's cool.
Yeah, and he's singing, just like Iggy. So I can't leave Iggy out and who he's singing like on those songs, I love that. That super low singing. So anyway, I love that song, Berlin. There's a couple songs that have that marked men radioactivity kind of sound, So they revisit a few styles on here. Stereo Bug's great. Punching Me. Anyway, I can't say enough. This is a great record. It's one-sided record. It's cool. If I did one of these, and I know this is kind of stupid, and there's reasons that no one does it, but I would put the same thing on the other side instead of a blank thing.
Does it cost more? Does that cost?
It does. Blank stamp is cheaper, But yeah, you're right. But it all works on one side, so it's 12 songs on one side of the record.
The grooves are spread out more. It would be a thicker sound.
Yes, that's true. But it's fairly short. It fits. Anyway, this is I'm not sure if the European press is like this, but it probably is. And this is the exclusive press from what record company?
Ventus, right there.
Duff Records Studio. Oh, Venti 13. Vent 13.
Maybe that's just the catalog.
Vent, yeah.
Maybe it's just a catalog number.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, 04? Venti 3. Anyway, I'll show that up here. Anyway.
I'm not going to remember that.
Fairly obscure, but order it through Green Noise Records, because I think this is a smoker, and there's plenty, it looks like there's plenty of copies left.
Oh, I'm glad you turned me on to that.
Of the last bunch of, garage punk records I ordered, this
like
one really
90s.
Stood out.
It sounds
does.
like it's from the 90s, right?
Little bit, yeah. Anyway, can't say enough about 20 minutes from Domo d'Ozola, Italy. All right, so we're going to move on to some things you probably heard of. So next up is the new album, and what's this, like the 5th album, from also Norway's Gluecifer. And let's look at it. It's called Same Drug, New High. And there's Gluecifer.
Ooh, that's an ugly bunch.
Yeah. This is a band.
Good ugly, though.
That we will not see tour this album, I'm fairly sure. They exclusively seem to tour Europe at this point and playing big audiences there. And
Did you see him in the 90s?
No, I missed it. I've seen the video of them playing at Sound Exchange where the singer jumps up on the CD shelf and fucks up a bunch of stuff, you know, but they looked really rocking, you know. I bought their first album when it came out. We need a name droppy story for this. I was having drinks with Happy Tom from Turbo Negro when Apocalypse Dudes first came out and they were in town visiting, and Hank did not make it for that tour. And I was like listening to Apocalypse Dudes. It hadn't come out yet. He was giving out copies. I bought one from him. And I went home, and it was like immediately like our favorite new album, you know. And I was like, anyone else good from Oslo? And he was like, well, there's a band called the Helicopters, and there's a band called Gluecifer.
You like the Helicopters?
I gave a good review to the last Helicopters record, and I'll tell you what, I bought the first Gluecifer, and I bought the first Helicopters record when those came out in the late 90s, 96. They've got a song, 1996, you know, about it. Anyway, so that hard rock phase of the punk was going through in the late 90s didn't age that well with me. You remember there was that magazine, The Hit List, that was like going up against Maximum Rock and Roll. This is also pre-internet, but like, you know, it was on PC and it was like more like hard rock, and you know, a lot of our friends' bands were kind of going that way. You might even say that about, well, I don't know about what I was doing, but I'm not sure. I was playing the Secret
Motown's
Lovers.
ever play with these bands from Europe?
No, I didn't. You know who did play with Turbo Negro on the Never Is Forever tour when they didn't even come here in like 1994 is 16 Deluxe played with them in Wisconsin.
Wow.
You can ask them. What a mismatch, huh?
Yeah.
But apparently they really hit it off.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. But I booked them at the Blue Flamingo with Turbo. We're getting totally off subject with the Bulimics.
Right.
During the Ass Cobra tour, and it was just like that day I got a call from Boris like, can you book, you know, and then I went down. They were going to be on the Stronger Than Dirt radio show, and they came in and they were all like dressed in shorts. It was Hank and Tom, and they were like sightseeing and stuff, and they were all just like normal dudes. And as soon as we were on the air, like, they were in character, you know. It was real funny to watch. But anyway,
Do you like the latest wave, like the Viagra Boys and all that?
I really liked the one Viagra Boys album that came out kind of during the pandemic. I listened to that. I gave that like my second favorite album of the year, you know. And it's gonna remind me of the next thing we're gonna talk about. No, but I've kind of gradually lost interest in Viagra Boys, and I've lost more interest in Idols. I really didn't care for their last album. I really liked the one before that.
Why not? Energy? What? What was different about it? You liked the earlier what?
It seemed like they were going for a bigger international audience and more of a fucking U2 Radiohead direction to me.
But it's still good live, right?
Everyone said it was awesome.
Yeah.
Shelly went, everyone went, everyone said it was awesome.
I enjoyed it.
But for me, it was kind of, I don't know, some of these bands, they're obviously playing to bigger and bigger crowds, and they're doing things to appeal to those crowds, and I like to, you know, I felt like Amyl and the Sniffers kind of went through that on one album where all of a sudden, like, the lyrics had a more world-weary, like, everyone's listening to what I'm saying, I better say something good, you know. And then, like, on their next one, I feel like they kind of stepped back away.
So many of those bands from Australia.
Yeah. But what did you think of this record?
it's got a groove.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the, like, comparing the two.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like groove punk.
So this is far. I wish there were. As far as I'm concerned, this is a straight up rock record.
Yeah,
you know. Great. And I really enjoyed it. And these guys won't come to the U.S. But if I were, how I would like to see this band is I'd like to see them on tour with Cheap Trick, opening for Cheap Trick. Because I think of all the bands that, like, we've talked about the last 4 shows.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, right. But wouldn't that be a good bill?
It'd be a killer show, yeah.
And you know who also, I had the CD out because it reminded me of that. It's over there. Is the fucking last 4 LA Guns records. They're fucking awesome. They're just straight ahead rock records, and there's not a lot of filler on them, and I like the way they're produced. But those are on, that Italian Frontiers label.
Frontiers, yes.
Yeah, so you have to get
it's
it
the graveyard
like immediately.
Where all the guys from the 80s go.
Yes,
graveyard
exactly. But this is on Steam Hammer, which is European, so it's, I don't know. I had to order this one, but since then I've canceled my Amazon Prime. I did for the general strike, and I canceled all this related stuff. I've had Audible since 2016. I shut that down too, and Kindle, and anyway.
I won't. You rock and roll the natural way.
I'm gonna have to tell you to order this shit at Waterloo because I'm not gonna get it otherwise. But that's how I got this, and it's a good record. Do you have any favorite songs on this?
Oh man, I should have wrote them down.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
This one.
I'm ready.
I like that.
Okay, cool. They have videos for like the first like 3 songs on this. For me, I like the whole album. It's very listenable.
How does it compare to the first albums?
You know what? I don't even, a lot of these bands, I like the new stuff, and I don't really like, some of them, there's a whole slew of bands that like this for me, like LA Guns, I just mentioned. I like their last 4 albums. I don't like their other Sex Action, that 80s stuff. Like, I hate the production.
Yeah.
I could go back. You know what? I have sold my original Gluecifer records, but I don't remember it being this. I feel like the songwriting is more mature here than that, but I haven't listened to that in a while. What this did remind me of is, if you heard any of like the fucking 12 whatever solo albums of Michael Monroe from Hanoi Rocks.
Yeah, I have heard a couple of those.
They're great.
Yeah, they are good.
They're really good. I wish there was more of a.
God, he's weird looking.
Yeah, right.
I was like, when he was in emos that last time, I was like, wow.
But like, where do people go to hear like new rock? I wish there was just like a rock station. There wasn't. Okay, we have 2 rock stations, right? We got KLBJ. They're a classic rock station. You're not going to make it on the format unless you're one of those 500 songs that all classic rock stations play. And then 101X, which is like the awful fucking modern metal for the most part, like Creed, Alter Bridge, Disturbed,
Alter Bridge,
Tool, like, is all the bands like where you're like, who listens to this? And then you see the festival online, and like, there's a million people there. I'll tell you, all of these people listen to that.
Well, yeah, who's buying Nickelback still?
Yeah, that's who gets played on there. So I wish, okay, so when I hear stuff like this, and you're from Houston, I wish we had fucking KLOL on, playing just like trying to find new rock songs on,
My fantasy DJ gig at KOP would be playing reg rock, that's what I affectionately call this stuff, but the deep cuts. So Queen News of the World, but something from that album.
Reg rock, deep cuts.
Yes.
Okay, this is almost like, okay, when you say dad rock, like, people wouldn't think of this, but this is my kind of dad rock. Like, it just kind of sounds like.
No,
I don't think this will appeal to anyone my kid's age. No one in their 20s. Maybe. Do you
well,
think?
if they like the Idols.
If they okay, you think this sounds like Idols?
Oh yeah, they'd love this.
Okay. Maybe because I like it a lot. I think it's a good record.
Yeah,
I think this record really picks up on side 2. I think apparently the band thinks all the hits are on side 1, but once you get to 1996, which is a song about being hot in 1996, which I can totally relate to, and Made in the Morning. I love the intro, Made in the Morning.
Listen to that one especially. It took me back to see the Motards.
Yeah, right.
I really did. I was like, God, man.
Uh-huh.
Like, you guys certainly played together back then.
Yeah, they only came to town once for like a South by Southwest, you know. And that was actually after the Motards were split up.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, when I met Happy Tom, like we split up in '97, you know. So I was just getting.
There's some similarities, right? The double guitar attack.
Yeah. You know what Made in the Morning sounds like to me? When I hear the intro, it's like I know what they were thinking. It sounds like Sensational Alex Harvey Band, Faith Healer.
Yes.
It's like bow, 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 even when the vocals come in. And then when the main song comes in, it turns into its own thing. Right.
Well, they do all the cool cliche stuff, the musically. Just the bass comes in like a third of the way through the song to pump it up, and again, there's a groove to it. It's a tight groove, like a kind of a MC5.
Okay,
vibe.
So when I'm talking about how I prefer the new, less popular albums, especially even Cheap Trick, or these like rock bands. A lot of it has to do with the production too, like in that this is self-produced and it's just everything's really clear. It sounds like ideally what they'd be playing live best. And when I go listen to, I really hate late 80s production. It's the gated drums that kill me.
Yeah.
Like when I hear a lot of that, it sounds so shitty to me that it kind of kills everything, you know? So anyway,
like the Church Seance is my favorite Church album, but the drums are pretty obnoxious.
Oh
The
yeah,
production on that.
Yeah. What can I think of like that?
There's a lot of stuff like that. Like, Dirty Work, the Stones.
Oh yeah,
That's the first time Charlie ever had to tune his drums. Lily White made him tune his drums.
I think the drum production makes like some of the like Sammy Hagar Van Halen very unlistenable, you know, when they get into those gated drums, especially.
You know what I listened to for the first time was the first Hagar one.
5150.
That's some rocking songs on there.
I know, yeah, that has a better
away,
production.
It's like not just plowing on through without the hits.
Yeah.
It's a rocking record.
Yeah, it's got a very basic production too, but man, the one after that, OU812's got the worst like. Oh boy, it's got the worst title and the worst production. Like it's just like anyway, and the rapiest lyrics, you know. Anyway, so okay, so if I was gonna recommend songs to you, and I'm not a hit picker, I ran a label for a while, and I can't pick a hit. But I like 1996, Made in the Morning, Mind Control. I think Another Night in Other Cities, great. It's like there's no ballads on here, but that's the one that's like seems to be the most from the heart, and it's about going through random cities that seemingly nothing is special about in Germany and meeting the same people every time. And I can dig it. You know, they're like, your town's cool even though you don't think it is. You know, it's just like I like it. Anyway, The Idiot, Same Drug, New High, Armadeus, I'm Ready, the score. They're all good. Anyway, give this one a listen. Yeah, So it's like their 5th album. They did like 3 or 4. They broke up for 10 years. They've been back since like 2017, 2018. And this is their second
Idol's
album.
bandwagon.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get back into it.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so this is totally worth a listen. And I seem to appreciate it a little more every time I listen to it. All right, now we're going to go to probably easily the most well-known release, and I only bought it on CD, so I have to hold it real close. And this is the new album from Sleaford Mods. All right, what do you think, Bill?
This is my first one to listen to it all the way through, but I am familiar with him. I mean, the first thing I always think about right away, is pretty obvious, is the fall. And even though it's hip hop, and Marky Smith did dabble in it, like in some 90s records with the beats and stuff, but it just makes me think of that, you know, the very regional accent, and then the beats are good.
From Nottingham, England. Yeah. So I've been on board. So this is like the 13th or 14th album of Sleaford Mods, right? And I've been on board for like the last 4, right? 4 or 5. They put out one during the pandemic that I really liked when I just started ordering all kinds of shit, you know.
Isn't Gwendolyn from Game of Thrones is
on the okay? So that means zip to me because I've never watched Game of Thrones, right?
She's the tall one with blonde hair,
right? But okay, so what I'm gonna say, the songs I've always liked best by Sleaford Mods are the ones where they have someone on singing a hook for the chorus, right? Yeah. And damn, they sure have a knack for writing a bunch of catchy singles. I'm going to say there's 5 catchy as shit singles on this album, right? And the rest is you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, here's what we go. The Good Life, the lead off track, they've obviously got videos for all these songs. That's the one that has the woman. Well, okay, so here's what I like about this record. Is before on their records they were getting kind of big name hip indie people to sing the hooks and stuff like that. Like we're gonna go get Amy from Amyl and the Sniffers to sing the hook on Nudge It a couple albums back, and that song is awesome, right? But on this album it's like we're pretty famous on our own. Everyone they got is like from some regional group like in the British Midlands that I've never heard of. And they all sound good. You know, who are these people? You know, but like, so there's a group that sings the hook. You see I can't even read the CD on The Good Life, who are great. They're from, what the hell are they called? Anyway, that song's great. My favorite songs, I really like Elitist Goat, which to me, Elitist Goat, you mentioned The Fall, and this for being an electronic rap album, we're mentioning rock bands, but it really sounds like Hitsville, UK by The Clash.
Okay.
You know, like with that woman, Ellen Foley from Night Court sang on it, you know. It's on Sandinista.
From Night Court. She's she also toured with Meatloaf.
Oh yeah, I mean she was great
when she was dating.
Her solo album is solid. It was like Mick Jones is all over.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like his album with her singing.
So I'm hearing hits. So what else do you hear? So I'm hearing So I'm hearing The Clash on that song, and then 4th song is Megaton, which is the like club banger of the whole album, which is super bassy and stuff. I really didn't care for the second album, Double Diamond. No Touch. It's got another female singer.
Tribute to Mad Men, Don Draper.
Oh yeah. And Gina Was. That's a good song. And The Unwrap. And that one's good. Flood the Zone's pretty good too. I would go first to Elitist Goat, Megaton. If you like those, listen to the whole album.
It's incredibly dark still.
Yeah, right.
I know when they started out, like these guys came from nothing, right? They're broke.
Yeah.
And now with some success, they're still dark lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Like, god dang, lighten up, dude. No.
So I bought
no, I'm just kidding. Keep doing what you're doing. I liked it a lot.
Okay, so here's what I wish for Sleaford Mods. Like, ideally, how I like to see them, because, like, they keep writing these super catchy songs, right? You know, and, like, every album they've got a few. Although, I gotta say, their last album they did before this is my least favorite of all of them, and I don't know the name of it right now. But that one felt like just a day at the office, kind of like, yep, here's our
Phoning it
next
in, huh?
one. Yeah, But
I bet if you listen to it now, like if you, for me, whenever it's a band you like, and you like the new album, you know, I'm going to give the one before a chance again. You'll like it.
I probably will. I liked the one with the yellow cover that was out before that. You see, I should know all the titles of these records, but I must say their last 4 or 5 albums have been. I bought all of them on CD, and they're all.
Name one album title besides this one. One. Just give me one out of 13 titles.
There's the one with the yellow title. Yeah. They're great. Every time Sleaford Mods has a new album, I buy it.
Some fan.
They're all right. I don't listen to them as much as I used to.
That's awesome.
But hey, go straight.
You don't need to know the album titles. You just know they're good, man.
Okay, so yeah. If you want to hear the hits, okay. So here's what I wish for these guys, right? I wouldn't go see them live because I think.
Oh, I would.
You would?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Okay. Well,
I mean, hip hop never is good live for me. You gotta hear the bass. You can't hear the bass, and
I gotta hear.
I've never had a good experience.
The older I get, the more persnickety I am. I'm like, God damn, this is a karaoke show. You know what I mean? It's like I like this record. And I get really mad when I go to a rap show. And they're rapping over themselves rapping the album. Like, they didn't even make a mix of the album without the vocals on it, right? Like, and these are acts that make a shit ton of money, you know? I'm like, you could have done a mix without the vocals to rap on.
First of all, let's go back to where hip-hop starts.
Yeah.
In parties and in basements. That's what you want to see live. You want to see, like this.
I'm with you on that.
And these guys would be killer in a small club.
I am with you on that. Yeah.
I do have a favorite.
I'd like to see them with a full band. Yeah.
My favorite was the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
And it was at where the racetracks were outside over here, and like we got him free. The promoter just lost all his money. Like, they paid the Ghetto Boys so much money, and right when they're doing Minds Playing Tricks on Me, the crowd was so small in a big room.
Shit!
And the speaker go out on the left side, and the crowd didn't care. They just all moved to the left side.
Oh, really? Damn.
I love that show.
Scarface is one of my favorite. I love Willie D. Yeah. Man, but anyway, so as far as rappers I'm hearing on this as influences, the song, I believe it's Gina Was, kind of reminds me of De La Soul a little bit. There's a song specifically on De La Soul is Dead called Millie Pulled a Pistol on Santa that has a line.
You said 13 albums?
They've got like 13
so
albums.
I bet they spawned a lot of people doing the same thing, right? There's got to be a lot of two-guy bands doing similar stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know who they are, but I bet there's like so many.
Okay, I would like to see Sleaford Mods do a tour with a full band where they had backup singers sing the hooks of all these songs, right? You know? And I know you wouldn't do that. Full band. You're not for the full band, really?
I bet with a backup vocalist doing the hooks, yes.
Okay.
That I like, but not a full band.
It doesn't even look like the DJ's mixing anything. He like turns it on and just chills, you know? It's like...
Good job.
He did a great job. They're all solid. Like, at least they're not putting on a front, you know? Like, there's a lot of DJs that act like they're doing a lot that they're not doing anything.
Have you heard that Kneecap?
I've not heard Kneecap. Anyway, I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it? What are you going to give this record?
Oh, thumbs up. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. So what do you think you, coming away from these 3 records?
Oh, this is the best.
You're going with 20 minutes, right?
I'm buying this. Yeah, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah. You know who else the fucking song that we were talking about, Duke, reminded me of, besides Joy Division, is that opening sick riff.
Joy Division.
You don't hear Joy Division in that? I hear Rudimentary Peni and Joy Division in that
Warsaw.
song. Warsaw, yeah, Warsaw, yeah. You're right. Okay. Anyway, Can't say enough nice things about 20 minutes. I like all this, but yeah, you should listen to these two. You probably heard this. Look for the videos, Elitist Goat Megaton. And I bought a couple other things I can run through right quick. What you got? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that next week. Here's a couple things we are going to talk about. The Boys single set and the Damned put out a covers album. And I picked this up. Okay, here's my score of the week. Once more with the Motards drawing from Green Noise. Isn't that cool? Winch, huh? Dude is awesome. Okay, so I bought this at End of an Ear, and I left the price tag on. It's $4.99. It's a John Carpenter 3, right?
Checks out, yeah. We marked ours down too.
Is that marked down? No one's buying it.
And they're idiots because it's great.
Oh my Lord. And like the package. Okay, first off, the vinyls kick ass, right? And then
I don't like colored vinyl.
The album is what?
I don't like colored vinyl.
You don't like colored vinyl. Okay. So and then it comes with these posters that I'm never gonna put up. So like, I'm not going to put that up. It's going to stay in the record, right? You know.
Who would put No, I can see a movie buff putting that up.
Right, yeah. John might put it up. John or Joseph.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But,
I don't know if they have any more of those.
Dude, let me show you this. So, I watched The Fog, speaking of John Carpenter, you know. And, I watched a double feature with The Mist, Stephen King, The Mist, The Fog, on one of the days I was locked in. And I just got this single from my buddy RJ, who lives in Santa Fe, Texas, in between Texas City and Galveston. And he's got this new band called the Stevie Waynes. And then I turned on The Fog, and that's the name of Adrienne Barbeau's character. That's the DJ on The Fog.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, anyway, this is a solid punk single. And you should go listen to it on Bandcamp. Stevie Wayne's on air, and I'm lucky to have a copy of this. We got Kevin, Kurt, and RJ, 3-piece from Santa Fe, Texas, not New Mexico.
On local flavor, what do you think of this?
Oh yeah, oh this is great. We should probably talk about this on its own, but the Ship Shape single. This is solid. I really like it. You've heard it?
Looking forward to hearing it.
Oh, well, we should talk about it next week after we both listen to it, because I've heard it twice, and it's a lot of fun, and it's pretty original, and it's got Liz Burrito, you know, so shit, it's going to be pretty good, you know, already. But, man, I picked this up. This was
I'm
kind
jealous
of
that. I wish I had that.
Okay, so I picked up this Rolling Stones album combo
That's a
of
famous
1977. Well, okay, I learned a lot from playing guitar. Okay, so I learned how to play guitar out of a Neil Young Decade songbook, right? But I also...
That explains a lot now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really known for my guitar playing. Yeah. No, but that's where I learned all my chords.
That's cool.
You know, but
That's a good way to learn it.
I also learned a lot playing along with side 3 of the Rolling Stones album "Love You Live," and side 3 is them in a club, which turns out to be El Macombo, and they're playing covers. They do "Cracking Up." They do "Around and Around." They do "Little Red Rooster."
Correct me if I'm wrong. From a couple of Stones book I read. On Love You Live, one of the sides, which this is right after Keith found out his son passed away, and they did the show anyway.
I don't think that's the club show.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about, though,
yeah,
right?
There's a big stadium show. See, I always listen to the same side of Love You Live, and it's the one that this album's from, you know? So anyway, I picked this up. I've listened to it. It's a great package. And these versions, it's a full show. They do, I mean... all the old songs that I like from the set that are on Love You Live are mixed in with newer Rolling Stones hits, like "Cracking Up" and Around actually had "Dance Little Sister" in between, you know, and Billy Preston's on this too, you know, so
I want this.
Yeah, it sounds
borrow it?
really good. Yeah. Anyway, they're doing a lot of songs from the albums that are right around there. You know, songs from Black and Blue and It's Only Rock and Roll. And yeah, so I haven't even heard the whole thing yet, but
There
the
it is.
two sides I heard. Oh yeah, they definitely do that. Starfucker.
Yeah, that's a killer song.
So yeah, this is about $100. Not to flex too hard, but it was an impulse buy, and it sounds fucking dope. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I'm a member of the Third Man Record Club. You know. And it's expensive, but they send me cool stuff. And the one they have coming my way next is this like exclusive 4 record Jimi Hendrix. You know.
No way.
Yeah.
Like outtakes or something? Or
I think it's live shows that just haven't been put out yet.
Wow.
Yeah, from 1969. And I think at that point he toured the U.S. in '69. Like and they seem to have recordings of everything.
Did you get the box set for Axis?
I do not. I have kind of a CD version of that. Man, I've got some good Hendrix stuff. Let me show you this over here. This is kind of like that. It's Electric Ladyland Studios.
Yeah, that's a good box set.
It's a good, yeah, because he only, like, when they opened Electric Lady Studios, he was only alive less than a year after that, but he seems to have spent every minute recording in the studio, you know?
New toy.
Yeah, and there's just so much stuff, but yeah, I really, oh, sorry, I'm not holding it up right, but I really like this. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of problems with the Jimi Hendrix family taking over, what's it called, the Jimi Hendrix Foundation. Mm-hmm. And like people who had licenses to Jimmy songs lost them, you know, like Devo they had to like cut their cover off the album.
I was surprised about the Axis, that the tracks had never been out before.
Yeah, but here's what I'm going to say about since they've taken over the family. The records have been awesome. The production has been killer. Yeah. Everything's stellar. Like all the outtakes, they'll bring, you know, the original producer back in to oversee it. And, you know, some of the stuff, there were so many Jimi Hendrix bootleg. He was signed into multiple contracts when he signed with Reprise Records, you know, like, and he made really bad decisions. So you read the book where, like, he was signed into 2 shit deals in New York when he got his deal in London.
Oh, right.
And so his company's trying to get him out of these bullshit
that's why
deals.
The rumors of him being killed.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't an overdose or anything.
Right, but then he went back to New York after he got famous and basically hot-shotted around, like jammed with everybody, and went back to the studio with the old label that he's currently trying to get out of the deal with, and recorded more stuff. Just jammed with everyone. Yeah, turn on the tape machine, you know. Here's
I read the timeline of all the major label records that came out posthumously, like Cry for Love and, you know.
South Saturn Delta.
Well, no, that's later, but I'm talking about the ones from the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all over the place.
Yeah, Crash Landing.
One of them is that someone added stuff to it.
Like, I've got one called Moods that I bought that I swear Jamie is not on it. Like, it's like, there is someone trying to sound like Jimi Hendrix on there, and some guitar players have such a distinctive tone that, like, you can put an ad in the paper or wherever, it's like, hey, you know, come play a Jimi Hendrix part. Fucking locally, yeah, get Jason Morales in here. Everyone compares him to Jimi Hendrix, right? Like, not just in his tone, you know?
Yeah.
But we know it's not Jimmy. He's not trying to be Jimmy. He's got his own thing going on. I'm not trying to...
It's like when you first heard Creatures of the Night.
Uh-huh.
You knew right away Ace wasn't on it.
Yeah. Certain people, you've got tone that's so distinguishable that, like, an imposter, it's not going to happen. Like no one's going to put out a new Eddie Van Halen record and like, oh, I can play just like that. No, you can't. You know, it's just...
Well, maybe Van Halen 3 era.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
The Extreme guy, the singer was from Extreme.
Gary Sharon. God, those songs are unlistenable, huh? God, we keep coming back to Van Halen.
You can imitate that.
We keep coming back to Van Halen. It's my fault. Sorry. Anyway, so we got off track. So anyway, that was cool. We're gonna end it, I guess, here. But yeah, dude,
I'm totally getting that.
this is awesome. Green Noise Records, $19. Go pick it up. So anyway, thanks, Bill. That was a good show, and we're gonna come back next week or in 2 weeks or whatever. All right, thanks for joining us yet again. See you soon.